And we are live. Hey y'all, this is Jessie Ray. I am here with my good friend Phyllis from the Digital Growth Community, and she's going to share her story on how she's gone from a burnout network marketer, being burnt with high ticket sales, to having zero experience in digital marketing and has had awesome success. So, Phyllis, go ahead and tell us a little bit of why you decided to do digital marketing.
Wow, you bet. Thank you so much for inviting me to come on you're live and go and discuss this because I haven't done it yet for this opportunity, and it's been incredible to say the least. Um, yeah, you nailed it though. I've been in the online space since 2015, so just under 10 years, almost 10 years, and started off in like lower ticket network marketing, where I actually met Melissa, and that was a long time ago, but we were in the same business, and I was on her team, but she was way up here and I was way down here. And with anything like that, health and wellness products, makeup, essential oils or perfumes, anything like that, you have to build a team, first of all. You have to hit up your friends and family. And it's just hard. It's tiresome. And you have to do a lot of work to make a little bit of money, a little bit of commission. I mean, it was still worth it. It was an extra $100 here and there, 50, 100, whatever. But it was a lot of work. And you're always on your phone. Back then I was married. My children were younger. And my kids are all adults now, and I'm divorced. So it's a whole new circumstances for me. But it's still me trying to hustle and make money on the side. I still had that drive. I still had that desire to make money because it's hard, especially these days.
Right.
A lot harder today than it was 10 years ago. And now I don't have the dependency of my ex-husband's income. So we'll touch on this because I don't have anything bad to say about network marketing, MLMs. I still have friends that are in those businesses and they do well. It just wasn't for me. I did not have the success or breakthrough that I wanted. I was looking for more, and I still believe in, some of those products and whatnot. But then that leads me up to where I ended up last November, which was in high ticket sales. I personally lost $10,500. It was devastating for me because I am a single income, and I didn't have that kind of money, I wasn't able to finance it, which a lot of people do, is they end up financing it. Because who has $10,500 laying around the back pocket? Well, I didn't before. Oh geez. So long story short, I borrowed cash. And
Wow.
from someone very significant to me. And it was, and I'm like so confident because all the people in that group, in that company really make you believe that it's very doable and duplicatable, and you just have to be coachable. And I had confidence. I was overconfident because I told him,
Right.
I will pay you back like by the beginning of the year. And this was in November. I didn't have one sale. And I'm not saying it's impossible to do that, high ticket sales with the healthy water Kangen machine. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but people do sell. But it is a hard sale. I did not. So
Right. 'Cause they always come after me and they tell me they're going to help you get your first sale.
no,
And
nobody
I've
helped
been
me.
scared of that. I was like,
Nobody
no.
helped me get nothing, and I'm glad you didn't do it. Well, we're gonna circle back to this, but I mean, yeah, the leaders do good. I think, and I don't care what anybody says. You have to have everyone that I saw do good in that business or be successful had a big following, period.
Yeah.
And they were people that were successful and big influencers in other network marketing businesses. Anyways, again, the whole team building thing, not only could I not sell a machine, I couldn't bring anyone in. It was just very devastating for me. The happy ending to that story is I did end up getting the money months later in May and was able to pay that person back.
That's awesome.
Because it was horrible. Like, not only was I struggling, because then I lost my actual full-time job in December. So did high ticket sales in November, told him I would pay him back by January, and then lost my full-time job December 17th and got denied unemployment. So I had nothing. So it was a very difficult time for me. And I was done with the online space. I felt I got ripped off. I know I didn't because I chose to make that high ticket choice.
Right.
I was just so bitter about it and so like angry, upset with myself. I'm like, I'm never doing this again. I'm just going to stick to 9 to 5 working and that's my life, you know? Well, fast forward to I got a job in May and I was working for a corporate company, which I'm still there, but I'm on disability at this point for some health issues. But during this time that I've been off, my girlfriend Melissa, who I've known for years, who was also kind of done with the online space too, she had introduced me to this opportunity. I kept seeing on her Facebook like how she's making all this money, and she'd been in like a month. I'm like, okay, what is she doing? Like, what are you doing? You know, and I sat and watched her for a few days. And I know her, so I know it's real. I know it's relatable. She's a real person that I know. That's kind of like where it solidifies it for me because a lot of people are skeptical. And here's the thing I keep hearing like, it seems too good to be true. We are programmed, our minds and our brains are programmed to believe it's too good to be true. It's not true. Unfortunately, that's how our brains are
Right.
programmed. So it is very much about mindset and positivity and quit being negative because this is true. It is very real. It's very doable because I'm living proof now. So I watched Melissa for a while. As soon as she sent me her link, and I had no clue what digital marketing was. I'd heard of it, but to be honest, I thought it was BS. A lot of people in high ticket bad mouthed digital marketing to me because they didn't have success. So I was like, I don't know what it is, but I'm doing it, you know? So, and the other thing was the investment was much smaller than the $10,500 that I had lost. And
Right. Less than your cell phone.
they break it up into 4 payments. It was
Yeah.
a no-brainer. So I had just lost $10,500, but last November, this was a much smaller investment, and I could break it up. So my car payment was due, and I wanted to do this business. So I go, you know what? I'm gonna pay my car payment late. Oh well, it's not repo late, but I'm gonna pay
Right.
it late. I'm gonna pay it late. I'm gonna take my risk and my chances and my odds. I'm gonna gamble on this business because I think I can do it. Melissa could do it. I could do it.
Right.
Uh, and so I did it. And Melissa, she had a sale her first day as
Wow.
soon as she got her website done. Well, I did it. So then I'm getting a little discouraged. But one thing I've learned is you can never compare yourself to someone else's success. Everybody has different success for different reasons at different rates, you know, different.
Right.
So it took me a little longer, and I'm Italian. I got a little frustrated. So Melissa had to call me. She calmed me down. She was, listen, brought God back into my life because I'm very faith, you know, a woman of faith and have a relationship with the Lord. But she had to remind me, and then I had to focus more, center myself with Him and lean towards Him and remember what it's really all about. A day or two after that talk, I had a sale. So no, my success wasn't as quick as hers, maybe a week or two longer. Because I've
Yeah.
only been in it like a month. I've only been doing this like a
Right.
month, 5 weeks.
I didn't get a sale on my first day either. It took me 9 days before I got my first sale.
Yeah, it's talking about the same, a week and a half. I don't even know. I don't remember
Yeah.
the exact day. But as soon as I got it, it was like the floodgates just opened. I go, dang, like, what is going on here? I didn't even know it's possible.
Right.
Funny thing is, the people that are closest to you are your biggest naysayers, your biggest non-believers. I got my best friend talking about it's a scam. I'm showing her my deposits. And she's
Right.
scam. I go, what's a scam about it? She sends me the shrug the shoulder emoji. I go, okay, you're nuts. I got my daughter saying that I'm claiming to make all this money. I mean, it's just, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm showing receipts. I got proof, baby.
Right.
And
Same.
the thing is, I just don't lie. I don't need to lie. I've sat here openly and said I lost my butt off on high ticket sales. I didn't have one sale, and I've had other success, little small success stories with the network marketing. I don't have a reason to lie. I'm in a point in my life now where I am not struggling today. I mean, this could go away at any day, obviously. I have to continue to be consistent.
Right.
And that's what it takes. It really
But I
does take
love that 2 hour workday.
consistency to our workday, and that's a cumulative. A lot of people think you wake up 2 hours, you do whatever, and you're done. I would say spread it out,
Yeah.
because I talk to people on the phone sometimes. I'm messaging in direct messages, creating content, doing lives with people. This is part of the workday.
Right.
So maybe one day an hour, maybe 2 hours, 3 hours. It just depends. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you right now, I don't ever feel like it's work. Even
Right.
if it's 2 hours, I love it. This has been fun.
Right.
I don't know
It's
about
been a
you.
lot of fun for me too, and you get to meet so many different people. Like I'd never met you
No,
before, and so it's really cool. And I've met other people in this community, and we all have the same goals. We all are trying to help other people and help ourselves, and share this opportunity because it's huge.
right. So my goal is not just to make money. I do want to touch on money is a blessing, but that's not all that I care about. You know, my goal ultimately is to help people not struggle and to get out of that 9 to 5 rut, have time freedom, have financial freedom.
Right.
Those are my goals, and it makes me feel good when I have. So 2 girls from the water business have joined me
Yeah.
because
Awesome.
they lost too, and it's like I want to help you recoup
Right.
some of that money back and gain more. And
Right.
I don't, when I do a sale, I don't know about you, but I don't just do a sale and say, see you, thanks for the commission, because we get 100% commission, right? No, I'm going to help them with whatever they need. Sorry, my necklace came off.
Right.
If they need help setting up their website, even though we have a step-by-step, training on that, I'll help them.
Right.
If they need help, advice on, even though we have a great community and everyone is so supportive of everyone, but I'm there to help them, be their
Right.
mentor, push them to succeed. And I'm going to cheer them on and win I'm so happy for people when they win. It's like, that's all awesome. Because
Right.
it's so much more real. It's not just me. It's Jessie Ray. It's Melissa. These are real people that are relatable to me in my everyday life. I'm just a little ordinary person in Sycamore, Illinois, and a little farm town across from a cornfield. That's it.
Right.
And I just want to help people. I'm not trying to be a millionaire, but hey, if that happens, great.
Right. I do the same thing with the people that purchase through me. I have like a little Facebook chat, and we all come together like in a messenger,
Okay.
and I do little recorded trainings, and I share it there. Just all kinds of different little things of tips and tricks that I've learned through network marketing myself, and I share it with them so they can be successful.
Right.
Because not everybody, um, has a network marketing experience. And the
Sure.
same thing with you, with your high ticket people. I've had so many of my network marketing friends that was in the same company with me that was struggling. They didn't have huge success over there, and
Sure.
they're doing awesome over here. But
Awesome.
I saw a post that Melissa had just shared earlier, and she said it says that when you purchase your program, you have to show up. You can't purchase your program and expect it to make money for you.
Yeah, that's
You have to do the work. And,
about you.
you
One
know,
of the top
yeah,
questions is, does it cost money? And do I do what I have to do? Do I have to do anything? Is it hard? I, I mean, you know what, Jesse? Pick your hard, first of all. Is this hard? No, it isn't. Do you have to pay? Do you have to pay? I mean, I don't know any entrepreneurs or business. This isn't a this isn't a job. I'm not paying you. You're a W-2. This is 1099.
right,
I There's a small investment, but when I look at what I lost, 10,500 compared to this, it's nothing. We don't got the brick and mortar. You don't got the employees. You don't have the overhead. You don't have the utilities. You don't have vendors. It's nothing.
right.
I've already made that up. My first sale, I made up the investment. So even if I never sold another program again, I wasn't out anything. So what did I have
Right.
to lose?
And I like that there's no monthly fees and there's no buying products every month either. So, it's a no-brainer. I just think it's so awesome. But so tell us how. I know you have a family, and also how are you fitting your 2-hour workday into your schedule?
I wish you could interview me and I could tell you I've got kids and this and husband that honestly, in all honesty, I don't have littles. My kids are 31, 29, and 25. So I'm home. I have a lot of free time as it is. But
Right.
for someone who is a stay-at-home mom and has little kids, I mean, this obviously is ideal. I don't fit into that category, but I definitely am someone who is looking to travel. I'm not looking to ask my boss, can I have time off? So I still crave that, my goal is still to have that time freedom, and
Right.
I fully intend on it. And just to spend more time with my grandkids and that when I can. Obviously, I would love to do that. That I'm not able to now sometimes because I did have my full time work. So I am
Right.
on short term disability right now. That's, so I have a little more freedom than normal.
Yeah.
Typically, I would be working.
Right. See, I'm a stay-at-home mom. My baby is 18. She's at home, but she's gone all the time.
Right.
And so I have a lot of time too, but it's still, we still have a busy life. You have regular life,
Sure.
cleaning, errands, and all those things. And it is doable for like I watch my grandbaby sometimes and I do it during nap time and things like that, just
Oh,
whatever it
yeah.
is. It's just you take it with you, you do it wherever, whether you're on the couch or I mean, on your lunch break or whatever, it's an awesome flexibility that you get with it.
I love it. You can take it anywhere, do it anywhere from a grocery store or whatever you have to do. You can
Right,
just take it, like you said, with your phone, take it anywhere.
right. So, if you had one thing to tell somebody that is interested in doing this and they're just sitting on the fence because, I watched my friend for 4 months before I
I
decided
was
to do
only 1 month, but
this. And, it finally took me getting into a financial situation where I had to do something. And God put this opportunity in front of me one more time. And I took it. And it has been like awesome ever since. But what would you tell somebody that is sitting on the fence, just still thinking that, they can't do it?
right.
Because anybody, can do this.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. And you're right. Anybody can do this. You have to be 18, but you don't have to have experience. We had a 70-year-old woman in the community who just passed $10,000, and that's exciting. 70-year-old woman. So what I would tell someone, and I've been telling people, and I can't, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So I can't make anybody do anything. But what I can say is my biggest regret is waiting. I wish I would have started a month sooner than I did. I didn't sit on the fence for 4 months like you, but a month. I mean, a month is a month, and I'm making it up now, obviously. But I wish I would have gotten in right away. But we all have that skeptical wire, hesitant, reluctant, because the too good to be true theory. But I mean, I'm living proof it's not. It's not. It is, yes, it is too good to be true. I'm living a dream come true. But it's
Right.
very it can become a reality, and it's very doable and duplicate. How do you say that? Duplicatable.
Yeah.
Uh, and they say you got to be coachable. You know what? It's a process, and they give us the tools we need. We just need to follow the process and commit and be consistent to training. That's it. And it pretty much tells you what to post every day. I don't even follow that, to be honest with you, but it's there. It's available for those people that need that tool, need that little help, need that boost, because not everybody does, and we're all at different levels, but it's available.
Right. And the automated system that it comes with. When I heard the word digital, I thought, "Oh my god, that's why I sat on the fence." I never asked a question because I assumed that I was gonna need to know tech skills because I was gonna have to build a website, and I just assumed it was gonna be hard. Yeah,
Yeah.
hard, and because I am not tech savvy, and you can tell that
Did
today.
you do your own
But
support or web page? Did you do it with the training?
I actually paid somebody to set mine up. In
Okay.
2 days, mine was done.
I didn't. I want people to hear that because that is an option. I didn't have $150 because that's what it costs to
Right.
have to set it up, and I am not tech savvy. But and let me tell you, in the last month, they've upgraded those training videos, so it
I
is
heard that.
like dummy proof that the way it walks you through now. I mean, it's very simple, but I always tell everyone too, I'm still going to help you even with those videos. If you have a hiccup or something, you have a question, and if I can't help you, I'll get you the answer. But
Right.
there's just so much help, and I don't. What your answer to your question is? What do I tell anyone? Is don't wait. Don't sit on the fence. It's very real. Don't really know how to convince anyone. My Facebook is public, so anybody can go there and see my deposits with my first and last name going to my bank. Money on its way, and it's almost happening daily. I don't want to jinx it for me, and I don't want to be arrogant or cocky, or take this for granted ever either. But when they say daily pay, it's almost been daily for me. The other day I made $1,800 in one day. I didn't even barely bring that. It's about what I was bringing home with my full-time job after taxes and insurance. And I made that in one
Right.
day.
Yeah.
Come
Right. I
on.
did do that. I did. It is so awesome. Even $900. It would take me a week and a half at my 9 to 5 to make $900.
And we can make that in one
It's
sitting.
crazy.
Phil, one of the people that I'm very close to me, has joined. He said, even if I have one sale a month, I'd be good with that. Now, obviously, we know it's going to be more than that, but some people are okay with just one sale a month, just an extra 900 a month.
That's huge for some people. That's a car note. That's utilities. That's groceries. I
Absolutely.
mean, that's huge. Some people are, and I hear a lot what you said. I don't want to be a millionaire. My goal is to be a millionaire. I am going to be one. I'm claiming it, and I've been claiming that.
Hey,
And
I'd
it's
be mad if
just
I become one. This just wasn't my goal.
right.
I was
Yeah,
trying to keep it more realistic. But with
right,
this, that is very realistic because in 3 years, you could be a millionaire.
right. And
But
that's, every we all have different goals, and I like that 3-year plan that she talks about
it's
and
real.
teaches us to set. And now I don't plan to be a millionaire in 3 years, but it is possible. It
Yeah,
is possible.
because if
I
they
mean,
say $900 a day, which we don't always have a sale a day, but
right,
that times three, a year, whatever, that's what that turns out to be. But we're not always going to sell a $900 program a day. So
right. It's average, yeah. Because sometimes, like you said, we might sell 2 or 4 in one day, and then you might skip 4 or 5 days,
yeah,
or whatever. And
right. If that kind of money being made, I'll take a day off.
right, me too, girl. I know in the community, it just got to 40,000 people, as you posted that earlier today,
Did it?
and it
I'm
is,
telling people 38,000 still.
yeah, it's huge the way I mean, it's just growing so fast, and, I think there was 40 six-figure earners that's come about
Wow.
in this program in the last couple of years,
I'm gonna be one.
12 millionaires because all those South Africans are getting rand money in US dollars, but they're becoming millionaires over there because it's global and it's just huge. I love that we huh?
Maybe we need to go to South Africa.
I know. I know.
Yeah, that's it's incredible. I cannot stress it enough when people message me in my inbox. I don't know about you, my DMs are just flooded
Yeah,
with people that are inquiring. I made a new TikTok, so I had to start over with that because I wanted it to be business. I had like 140 people on there. I don't know who they are. People, some girl reached out to me today when I post my wins, when I posted my deposits. I'm interested. I have no idea who she is, but it's
right,
that easy, and they train us how to do all that.
right,
I just love it. I'm having fun doing it. Can't wait to see still what's in store for me and where it goes and who's live, who can I help next.
right.
I love that part of it.
So is there anything else you'd like to add to this? I mean, I think we've kind of covered a little bit of everything, and I just think it's an awesome opportunity that we have have been blessed with to share with other people because like one of my good friends, she was working 3 jobs and network marketing just wasn't getting her out of that. And she saw me doing this and girl, she has been just killing it.
Awesome. I love hearing that. Like I get goosebumps.
Yeah.
Melissa, same thing. She was the night before she joined. The night before, she was upset and crying and talking about she was gonna have to get a third job.
Wow.
I had someone the other day. I want to talk a little bit about when we discussed about payment, about 900 the investment. I had a girl reach out and tell me what this is. I sent her my link. She responds. I've called her out a couple times. She might get angry. I don't. It is what it is. I'm not saying her name, but she replies, "Well, if I had $900, I wouldn't need to do this." Okay. Well, did you look at my website? Because we have payment plans. I
Right.
don't have $900 either, and this is the reason I did this was so I could get $900, and now I've had $900 try how many times repeatedly.
Right.
And so I just want it. It is mindset, and I think there's a lot of closed mindedness out there. And I just wish more people were willing to open their mind and see the big picture and the possibilities, and be confident that you can do this, and anybody
Right.
can. I'm
Mhm.
nothing special. I don't know about you, maybe
Yeah.
you are, but I don't. I just sit here in my little house, my townhome, and post, create content. So I try to get creative, but I'm not. I'm just kind of boring person, and I share the opportunity. That's all I do. I share the opportunity, and I've been blessed to have, God lead the right people to me that needed this change, and that's it.
Right. Because I ask people all the time in my content and stuff. It's like looking at retirement. How many people do you know once they got to retirement got to actually live their retirement that they had planned on, that they had dreamed of?
Sure.
Hardly any. Most of them have to go get a job because it's just not enough. And this is helping so many people be able to afford life.
I
You
know.
know, so like my parents, they're doing this now. Like
Oh,
they're 60 and 70 years old and they are making TikToks,
I
you
love
know, because
it.
it's that doable. I mean, anybody can do this. It's like you said, though, it's mindset because so many people are stuck with looking for jobs instead of opportunities when it's right in their face. And it can be so life changing. They're just too scared
Yeah.
to.
Job market's really tough right now, even with someone like myself that has an experience in the corporate world. I'm a dime a dozen. There's a lot of people, a lot of different applicants, and the competitors. Competition is sometimes difficult. So it's harder to get a job now than it used to be. Uh,
Mhm.
what the it's just harder. The cost of living, price of living's gone up. But I did see this in this digital marketing, which we discussed earlier. We said we knew nothing about. It is more people are learning about it, and it is become bigger. It's bigger and bigger. Like you said, the community is 40,000 people now. A week ago it was 38,000. So
I
that's how
forget what it was when I started, but it was
fast it's growing.
way low.
And I just saw a thing in Forbes magazine that talked about digital marketing and it being the new way to make money and social media platform, how this is where we advertise, basically market our business, and how huge it's growing, and it's going to be $1 trillion a day industry by, I don't know what they said, 2030 or something, but it
Right.
is growing. And so we didn't know what digital marketing was. Now we do. We're learning more. I've learned so much about it,
Right.
and it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So more people are going to be learning about it, and I'm glad we got on when we did.
Right. Because the competition in 10 years is going to be, like you said, the competition in jobs is hard right now, but digital marketing is going to be the job in 10 years. And yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, I think it's going to be huge.
I'm glad we
But
got when we did.
yeah, me too, girl. Because I tell you, whenever I first started this, my husband's job had fallen through, and like, because we rely on these certain jobs every year that he does. He's a welder, and that job didn't come through, and my network marketing money just wasn't enough, and he got on unemployment. Well, unemployment ran out,
Right.
and my money was just like, just not carrying us through. And I was beginning to like stress and worry. And this came in front of me one more time. And I was like, okay. And I talked to him about it, and he's like, I don't know, really, we really don't have $900. And I was like, I know I can do this. I mean, I know I can. It's step by step. My friend over here is doing it and making, I mean, she made $40,000 in 4 months. And I just sat back and watched. It's like, but if she can do it, then I can do it
Yeah,
because, that is my mindset. If
that's
it
what
can
I
be
said.
done by somebody else, I can do it too.
Especially
And
someone we know. It's not
right,
like some big high influencer or someone we don't know. It's someone we know, so it's more
right,
relatable. Like Melissa, she's made 40,000 in a little over 2 months. Well, she's probably like 43,000. But that, yeah, your friend, same thing. It makes it more
right,
relatable.
right. Yeah. It can be so life changing. And
So
I just
he
want.
finally got on board with you then, and
Yeah, he's like, okay, do it. And like I said, I got somebody to help me set my stuff up. And just because there was all those steps on how to do it, I just was ready to run. I was like so excited. I was like, I got to get this money back like now.
yeah,
So I didn't want to spend the time doing that. So I jumped right into the trainings. I did that launch profit in 7 days
nice.
and went through it. And on day 9, I got my first sale, and I was like, oh my God, this does work. And then it, like you said, just floodgates opened right after that. And,
That first,
in 90 days, I made 20 grand, over 20 grand. And it's just, it's huge how it can be so life changing. And I just wish that whenever that happened, I would have been able to take that money and pay stuff off. But we had to live on that. So I mean, it's like, so I didn't get that story of being debt free and all that stuff with the extra
but
money
you're
because it
not done.
was
It's not over.
no, it's not. It's still, this is gonna support us for the rest of our life,
So
because
now
it's,
he's on board. Now he feels differently.
oh yeah,
He's supportive
oh
of
yeah.
it. Let's go.
He's like, that $900 has turned into $20,000. It's like the return on investment is friggin' huge. But that first step is scary because, we live in that, oh, what if I can't do it? Well, yeah. I mean, there's no way you can't do it well, let me reword that. The only way you can't do it is if you purchase your program and you don't do it.
Yeah,
You
that's the
know,
way you're going to fail is if you don't do
right.
it.
So, I mean, you just got to be willing to and have the desire to change your future because,
Right.
girl, our Christmas this year is going to be awesome.
I can't wait to spoil people because my daughter says my love language is giving.
Yeah.
So people going to be getting a lot this year. I'm just strapped or worried about it. $200 each grandkid. I'm not doing that this year. I'm going to do what
Right.
I have
Right.
goals. I don't want to be a millionaire, but I have goals and things I got to pay off first, like you were talking
Right.
about. Once I
Yeah.
do, I want a new truck. I'm going to do things that I've been wanting to do, and I never thought
Right.
I'd be able to do.
Right. I know if people started like right now, they could have their stuff set up in just a couple of days and start learning and earning and could have an awesome Christmas themselves,
Yeah,
So
absolutely, without a doubt.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's huge. But anyway, girl, let's wrap this up. We've got 30 minutes in here and
we had a good chat though. We had a
I
good.
really appreciate you. Yeah, I really appreciate you coming on. Sorry about all the tech issues. I know Facebook had me locked down.
Not about sitting here doing nothing. I'm helping doing someone's website. But no, I was a pleasure speaking to you. I loved hearing more about your story, and I thank you for thinking of me and inviting me because that came out of nowhere, and it was flattering. So I'm glad. I'm happy to be able to share my story with more people and get the word out there about
Awesome.
the business. So
Yeah, maybe we'll hear from you in a couple of months when you've got that 40 grand sitting in your bank account.
oh, I'll follow up with you. I'm gonna say, Jesse, Ray, guess what?
Right. All
Yes,
right,
ma'am.
girl. Well, I hope you have an awesome weekend and thank you so much.
Yeah,
Bye.
thank you. Bye.